Om Sai Ram, Chapter 20. In this chapter, Hemant Pant describes how Dasganu's problem was solved by Kaka Sahib Dikshit's maid servant. Preliminary. Sai Baba was originally formless. He assumed a form for the sake of the Bhaktas. With the help of the actress Maya, he played the part of the actor in the big drama of the universe. Let us remember and visualize Sri Sai. Let us go to Shirdi and see carefully the programs after the noon Arati. After the Arati ceremony was over, Sai used to come out of the masjid and standing on its edge, distribute Udi to the devotees with very kind and loving looks. The Bhaktas also got up with equal fervor, clasped his feet and standing and staring at him, enjoyed the shower of Udi. Baba passed handfuls of Udi into the palms of the devotees and marked their foreheads with Udi with his fingers. The love he bore for them in his heart was boundless. Then he addressed the Bhaktas as follows. O Bhav, go to you take your lunch. You Anna, go to your lodgings. You Bapu, enjoy your dishes. In this way he accosted each and every devotee and sent them home. Even now you can enjoy these sights if you bring into play your imagination. You can visualize and enjoy them. Now bringing Sai before our mental vision, let us meditate on him from his feet upwards to his face and prostrating before him humbly, lovingly, and respectfully, revert to the story of this chapter. Ishavasya Upanishad. Dasguru once started to write a Marathi commentary on the Ishavasya Upanishad. Let us first give a brief idea of this Upanishad before proceeding further. It is called a Mantra Upanishad as it is embodied in the mantras of the Vedic Samhita. It constitutes the last or the 40th chapter of the Vajasneyi Samhita, that is the Yajurveda, and it is therefore called Vajasneyi Samhitopanishad. Being embodied in Vedic Samhitas, this is regarded as superior to all other Upanishads which occur in the Brahmanas and Aryankas, that is explanatory treatises on mantras and rituals. Not only this, other Upanishads are considered to be commentaries on the truths mentioned briefly in the Ishavasya Upanishad. For instance, the biggest of the Upanishads, namely the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, is considered by Pandit Satwalekar to be a running commentary on the Ishavasya Upanishad. Professor R.D. Ranade says the Ishopanishad is quite a small Upanishad and yet it contains many hints which show an extraordinary piercing insight. Within the short compass of 18 verses, it gives a valuable mystical description of the Atman, a description of the ideal sage who stands unruffled in the minds of temptations and sorrows, an adumbration of the doctrine of Karma Yoga as later formulated, and finally, a reconciliation of the claims of knowledge and works. The most valuable ideas that lies at the root of the Upanishad is that of a logical synthesis between the two opposites of knowledge and work, which are both required according to the Upanishad to be annulled in a higher synthesis. Page 24 of the Constructive Survey of the Upanishad Philosophy. In another place, he says that the poetry of the Ishopanishad is a commixture of moral, mystical, and metaphysical. From the brief description given above about this Upanishad, anyone can see how difficult it is to translate this Upanishad in a vernacular language and brief out its exact meaning. Dasganu translated it in Marathi, OV meter, verse by verse, but as he did not comprehend the gist or essence of the Upanishad, he was not satisfied with his performance. He therefore consulted some learned men regarding his doubts and difficulties and discussed with them at great length. They did not solve them, nor did they give him any rational and satisfactory explanation. So Dasganu was a little restless over this matter. Sadguru only competent and qualified to explain. As we have seen, this Upanishad is the quintessence of the Vedas. It is a science of self realization. It is a sight or weapon which can rend asunder the bondage of life and death and make us free. Therefore, he thought that he who has himself attained self realization can only give him the true or correct interpretation of the Upanishad. When nobody could satisfy Dasganu, he resolved to consult Sai Baba about this. When he got an opportunity to go to Shirdi, he saw Sai Baba prostrated himself before him and mentioned his difficulties about the Ishavasya Upanishad and requested him to give the correct solution. Sai Baba blessed him and said, "You need not be anxious. There is no difficulty about the matter.
It
The
is
mind
in short
servant
for
of
this.
Kaga, that is
For saying
Kaga
Brahman,
Sahib
one
Dikshit,
has to give five
will
things.
solve your
That is,
doubts
surrender five
at
things, namely,
Vile Parle
first,
on
the
your
five
way home.
pranas, that is by the
The
vital
people who were
sources.
present
Second, five
then and
senses,
heard
five
this
of action and
thought
five of
Baba was
perception.
joking and said,
Third, mind.
"How could an
Fourth,
illiterate maid
intellect. And
servant
fifth,
solve the
ego.
difficulties of this
This path
nature?"
of Brahma
But
Jnana, of
Dasganu thought
self-realization,
otherwise.
is as hard
He
to,
was
as to
sure
tread
that
on the edge
whatever
of a
Baba
razor.
spoke must come
Sai
true.
Baba then gave rather a long
Baba's
discourse
word
on the
was the
subject,
decree of
the
the
purport
Brahma,
of
that
which
is the
is given
Almighty.
below.
Kaga's
Qualifications
maid
for a
servant.
Brahma Jnana
On
or
fully believing in
self-realization.
Baba's words, he left
All
Shirdi and
persons
came
do not
to
see or
Vile
realize the
Parle, a
Brahman in
suburb
their
of Bombay,
lifetime.
and stayed
Certain
with Kaga Sahib
qualifications
Dikshit.
are absolutely
There, the
necessary.
next day, when
First,
Dasganu was
mumuksha
enjoying
or
his morning
intense
nap,
desire to
some
get
say
free.
when he was
He
engaged
who
in
thinks
worship,
that he is
he
bound
heard a
and that
poor
he should
girl
get
singing
free
a
from
beautiful
bondage
song
and
in
works
clear and
earnestly
melodious
and
tones.
resolutely to
The
that
subject
end,
matter of
and
the
who does
song
not
was
care
a
for any other things,
crimson-colored
is
sari.
qualified for the
How nice
spiritual
it
life.
was! How
Second,
fine was its
virakti
embroidery!
or a feeling
How
of disgust
beautiful
with
were
the
its
things of
ends
this
and
world and the
borders,
next.
etc.
Unless
He
a man
liked the
feels
song so
disgusted
much
with the
that he
things,
came out and
emoluments
saw
and
that it
honors
was
which
being
his
sung by
action
a
will
young
bring in
girl,
this
the
world
sister of
and the next,
Namia, who
he
was
has
a
no right
servant
to
of
enter
Kaga
into the
Sahib.
spiritual realm.
The girl was
Third,
cleaning vessels and
antarmukhata
had
or
only a torn
introversion.
rag on her
Our senses
person,
have been
on
created
seeing
by
her
God with a
impoverished
tendency to move
condition
outward,
and her
and so
jovial
man
temperament.
always looks
Dasganu felt
outside
pity for
himself and
her,
not
and when
inside.
Rao Bahadur,
He who
Envy
wants
Pradhan, next day
self-realization and
gave him a
immortal
pair
life
of
must turn
dhotas,
his gaze
he
inwards
requested him to
and
give a
look to his
sari to
inner
the poor
self.
little girl also.
Number 4.
Rao
Catharsis
Bahadur bought a
from
good churdi,
purging
that is a
away of
small
sins.
sari, and
Unless a
presented it to
man
her.
has turned away
Like a
from
starving
wickedness and
person
stopped
getting
from doing
luckily
wrong
good dishes
and
to
has
eat,
entirely
her joy
composed
knew no
himself, and
bounds.
unless his
Next
mind is
day,
at rest,
she wore the
he
new
cannot gain
sari, and out of
self-realization
great joy
even by
and
means of
merriment,
knowledge.
whirled,
Number
danced
5. Right
around and
conduct.
played
Unless a man
happily
leads a
with
life of
other
truth,
girls and
penance,
excelled
and
them all.
insight, a life of
The day
celibacy,
following,
he
she
cannot
kept the
get
new
God
sari in her
realization.
box at home
6.
and came with the old and
Preferring
torn rag,
Shreyas, that is
but
the
she
good,
looked
to
as merry
Preyas,
as
that is
she
the
did the
pleasant.
previous day.
There are two sorts of things,
On
namely
seeing
the
this,
good and the
Dasganu's pity
pleasant.
was transferred
The
into
former deals with
admiration.
spiritual
He
affairs and
thought
the
that the
latter
girl,
with the
being
mundane
poor, had
matters.
to wear a torn rag,
Both
but
these
now she had a
approach
new sari
man for
which she kept in
acceptance.
reserve,
He
and
has
putting
to
on the
think
old
and
rag,
choose one of them.
strutted
The
herself,
wise
showing
man
no
prefers
trace
the
of
good to the
sorrow or
pleasant, and the
dejection.
unwise, through
Thus he
greed and
realized that all
attachment,
our
chooses the
feelings
pleasant.
of pain and
Number
pleasure
7.
depend
Control of the
upon the
mind and the
attitude of our
senses.
mind.
The body
On
is a
thinking
chariot
deeply over
and the
this
self is its
incident,
master.
he realized
Intellect
that a
is the
man ought
charioteer
to
and the
enjoy
mind is the reins.
whatever God has
The senses
bestowed
are the
on him in the
horses and
firm
sense
conviction
objects their
that
path.
he visits
He who
everything
has no
from
understanding
behind and
and whose
before
mind is
and on all
unrestrained,
sides,
his
and that
senses
whatever is
unmanageable
bestowed
like the
on him
vicious
by
horses
God
of a
must be for
charioteer,
his good.
does not reach his
In this
destination,
particular
that is,
case,
get
the
realization,
impoverished
but
condition
goes
of the
through the
poor
round
girl,
of
her
births and
torn
deaths.
rag, and the new
But
sari,
he
the
who has
donor, the
understanding and
dance,
whose mind
and the
is restrained
acceptance were
has
all
his
parts of
senses
the
being
Lord
under
and
control,
pervaded him
like the
by
good
him.
horse of a charioteer,
Hence, Dasganu got a
reaches that
practical
place, that is the
demonstration
state
of
of
the lesson of the
self-realization,
Upanishad,
whence
the
he is
lesson of
not born again.
contentment with one's
The
own
man who
lot in
has
the belief
understanding as
with
his
that whatever
charioteer guide
happens is
and
ordained
is
by
able
God
to rein
and
his
is
mind,
ultimately good
reaches the
for
end of
us.
the journey, which
Unique
is the
method of
supreme
teaching.
abode of the
From the
all-pervading
above incident, the reader
Vishnu,
will see that
Lord.
Baba's method
Number
was
8.
unique and
Purification of
varied.
the mind.
Though
Unless
Baba
the
never
man
left
discharges
Shirdi, he sent some to
satisfactorily and
Machindragarh,
disinterestedly the
some to
duties of his
Kolhapur or
station in life,
Sholapur for
his mind will
practicing
not be
sadhanas.
purified, and
To some,
unless
he
his
appeared
mind
in
is
his
that
usual
viveka,
form.
that is the
To some, he
discrimination
appeared
between the
in
unreal and the
waking or
real,
dreaming
and the
state,
vairagya,
day
that
or
is the
night, and
non-attachment to
satisfied
the
their
unreal,
desires.
crop up
It
and
is
lead on to
impossible to describe all
self-realization.
the methods that
Unless
Baba used in
egoism is
imparting
dropped,
instructions
avarice
to
got
his
rid of,
bhaktas.
and the mind
In
made
this particular
desireless, that
case,
is
he
pure,
sent Dasganu to the
self-realization is
Vile
not
where he
possible.
got his
The
problem solved
idea that
through the
I am the
maidservant.
body is a great
To those
delusion,
who say
and
that it was
attachment
not
to this
necessary
idea
to
is the
send
cause of
Dasganu
bondage.
outside
Leave
and that
off this
Baba could
idea
have
and
personally
attachment.
taught him, we
Therefore,
say
if
that
you want
Baba
to get
followed reserved the right
total
or best
the
course,
goal of self-realization.
or how else could Dasganu
Number
would have
9,
learnt a
the
good
necessity
lesson?
of a guru. The
That
knowledge
the
of
poor
the self is so
maidservant
subtle
and her
and
sari
mystic that
were
no one
pervaded
could, by
by the
his
Lord.
own individual
Now we
effort,
close the
ever
chapter
hope to
with
attain
another
it.
beautiful
So the help
extract
of
about
another
this
person, that
Upanishad.
is a teacher,
The
who
ethics of the
has himself
Ishavasya
got
Upanishad.
self-realization is
One of the main
absolutely
features of the
necessary.
Ishavasya
What
Upanishad
others
is the
cannot give with
ethical
great
advice
labor
is
and
offered.
pains
It
can be
offers,
easily
and it
gained
is
with the help of such
interesting
a
to note
teacher.
that the
For
ethics
he
of
was
the
walked,
Upanishad
he
are
has walked on the
definitely
path
based upon the
himself and
metaphysical
can
position
easily take the
advanced in
disciple
it.
step by
The
step on the
very
ladder of
opening words of
spiritual
the
progress.
Upanishad tell us
Number
that
10,
God
and
pervades
lastly, the
everything.
Lord's
As a corollary
grace is the
from this
most
metaphysical
essential thing.
position, the
When the
ethical
Lord is
advice
pleased with
it offers
anybody,
is
He
that a
gives
man
him
ought to
Viveka and
enjoy whatever
Vaidakya
God
and
bestows
takes
on
him
him
safe
in the
beyond the
firm
ocean of
belief
mundane
that as
existence.
he pervades
The self
everything,
cannot be gained
whatever
by the
is
study
bestowed
of
on him by
Vedas, nor
God
by
must be
intellect,
good.
nor by much
It
learning.
follows naturally
He
that
whom the self chooses
Upanishad,
gains it.
should
To
forbid
him,
us
the
from
self reveals
coveting
its
another
nature,
man's
says the Katha
property.
Upanishad.
In fact, we are
After the
fittingly taught here
dissertation
a
was
lesson
over,
of
Baba turned
contentment
to the
with
gentleman and
one's
said,
own lot
"Well,
in the
sir, there
belief
is
that
in your
whatever
pocket the
happens, it
Brahma,
is
or
divinely
mammon, in
ordained
the form of
and it is
50
hence good
times
for
5,
us.
that is
Another
rupees
moral
250
advises that
rupees.
man must
Please
spend
take
his
it out."
lifetime
The
always in
gentleman
doing
took out from his
action,
pocket the
especially the
bundle of
karmas
currency notes, and
enjoined
to
in
his
the
great
Shastras,
surprise
in a
found
mood
on
of
counting
believing
them that there
resignation
were
to his
25 notes of 10
will.
rupees each. Seeing
Inactivity,
this omniscience of
according
Baba,
to
he
this
was moved and
Upanishad,
fell at Baba's
would be the
feet
canker
and
of the
craved for
soul.
his
It
blessings.
is only when a
Then
man
Baba
spends
said
his
to him,
lifetime
"Roll
on
up your
doing
bundle of
actions in
Brahma,
this manner
namely
that
currency
he can
notes.
hope to
Unless
attain
you
the
get
ideal
rid
of
completely of your avarice
Naishkarmya.
or greed,
Finally,
you
the
will
text
not get
goes
the
on
real
to
Brahma.
say that a man
How can
who sees
we,
all
whose
beings
mind
in
is
the self
engrossed in
and sees
wealth,
the self as
progeny, and
existing in
prosperity,
all beings, in fact,
expect to
for
know
whom
the
all
Brahma
beings and
without
everything
removing
that
away his
exists have
attachment
become
for the
the
same?
self, how
The
can such a
illusion of
man suffer
attachment or the love for
infatuation?
money is a deep eddy,
What
that is the
ground would
whirlpool
such a
of pain
man
full
have
of
for grief?
crocodiles in the form of
Slothfulness,
conceit and jealousy.
infatuation,
He
and
who is
grief verily
desireless can
proceed
alone cross
from
this
our
whirlpool.
not being able
Greed
to
and
see the
Brahma are
Atman
as
in all
poles
things.
asunder,
But
they
a
are
man who
eternally opposed
realizes
to
the
each
oneness
other.
of all
Where
things,
there is
for
greed,
whom
there is no
everything
room for
has
thought or
become the self,
meditation of the Brahma.
must, ipso
Then how can a
facto,
greedy man
cease to be
get
affected
dispassion
by
and
the common
salvation?
foibles of
For
humanity.
greedy man there is no
Page number
peace, neither
169
content
170
nor
of the
certainty,
Creative
that is
Period by
steadiness.
Messrs. Balwakar
If there
and
be even
Ranade.
a little
Both
trace
to
of
Shri
greed in
Sai,
mind,
peace
all
be
the
to all.
sadhanas, that is the
Om
spiritual
Sai.
endeavors, of no avail. Even the knowledge of a well read man who is not free from the desire of the fruit or reward of his actions and who has got no disgust for the same is useless and can't help him in getting self realization. The teachings of a guru are of no use to a man who is full of egoism and who always thinks about the sense objects. Purification of mind is absolutely necessary. Without it, all our spiritual endeavors are nothing but useless show and pomp. It is therefore better for one to take only what he can digest and assimilate. My treasury is full and I can give anyone what he wants, but I have to see whether he is qualified to receive my gift. If you listen to me carefully, you will be certainly benefited. While sitting in this masjid, I never speak any untruth. When a guest is invited to a house, all the members of the household and other friends and relations that happen to be present are entertained along with the guest. So, all those that were present in the masjid at this time could partake of the spiritual feast that was served by Baba for the rich gentleman. After getting Baba's blessings, one and all, including the gentleman, left the place quite happy and contented. Special characteristic of Baba. There are many saints who, leaving their houses, stay in forests, caves, or hermitages and remaining in solitude, try to get liberation or salvation for themselves. They do not care for other people and are always self absorbed. Sai Baba was not of such a type. He had no home, no wife, no progeny, nor any relations near or distant. Still, he lived in the world. He begged his bread from 4 or 5 houses, always lived at the foot of the neem tree, carried on worldly dealings, and taught all the people how to act and behave in this world. Rare are the sadhus and saints who, after attaining God vision, strive for the welfare of the people. Sai Baba was the foremost of these, and therefore says Hematban, "Blessed is the country, blessed is the family, and blessed are the chaste parents where this extraordinary, transcendent, precious, and pure gem, that is Sai Baba, was born." Bow to Shri Sai, peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.